Hello, my name is Peter Titov. I am a pre-sales engineer with Microfocus. Today I'll be showing you how to install Splunk and configure the ArcSight integrator. Now in my environment, I already have ArcSight smart connectors feeding into our Kafka solution as event broker, as well as the ability to send events directly from connectors to my Splunk instance. First things first, I'm in my Splunk server. I just need to install my Splunk instance. Once that's done, we'll start Splunk and accept the license so we don't have to press space all those times. You have to change the password. Too bad I'm not going to tell you what mine is. Once Splunk comes up, wait for it to become available. We'll log in. Sign in. Thank you. Now, we're in, but Splunk is not receiving any events. It's nearly up and running. We want to go ahead and configure all of our apps, and we'll do it all at the same time, so that way we don't have to do it over and over again. We're going to install our apps from file. The most important aspect is that we want our technology add-ons, or TAs. One is designed specifically for Kafka or Event Broker. One is designed for connectors. It's up to you. You can use both, and we will be using both in this demonstration. So first, EB or Kafka, upload, install another app from a file, smart connectors, upload, install another one from a file. We'll do the support add-on, which has all our pre-built dashboards. But now since I've done that, those dashboards are using the index ArcSight. So we're going to create that once we're done installing all these other components. We're going to make sure that we get our visualizations right for those dashboards. So let's go ahead and upload those. You have the Sankey and the word cloud visualizations available to upload. Finally, we're going to do the Splunk add-on for Kafka. Now this is depreciated, but during the timing of writing this methodology, this was what was available, and I've still stuck with this. It requires a restart, but we'll do that later. The next thing we need to do is our indexes, is create that ArcSight index. So settings and indexes, new index, ArcSight, all lowercase, save. Now we need to restart our Splunk instance. Settings, server controls, restart Splunk, and now we wait. Don't worry, it doesn't take that long, like less than a Jeopardy intro. Because if it didn't, I'd be putting that song on, and yeah. So, oh, what do you know? It's done. Time to log back in. So we've already created that ArcSight index. We've installed all of our apps, and now we see them on the left-hand side. We have ArcSight Integrator, the two visualizations as well. But remember, we still have to set up that app that we used for connecting to Kafka, even though it's depreciated. But it's pretty straightforward and simple, and that's why I like to use it, is because it's so simple. Right here where we were at our apps, but this time we're going to click Setup. We're going to add a Kafka cluster. We're going to give it the name of ADP for ArcSight Data Platform. Our event broker is aptly named Event Broker. Now, if we had to white or blacklist the topic, we could do that here. It's not necessary. And our index, we're going to change that to ArcSight. Save. Save again. And now we're going to configure our inputs. Settings, data inputs, or add data, either one. We'll do both so you can see it. So first we'll do data inputs for Kafka, and we'll add data for the syslog. Splunk Kafka, we're going to add new. Data input name, we'll call this one ArcSight. The Kafka cluster, ADP. The topic, EBSEF. More settings, ArcSight. Partition offset, and we'll stick with the latest or offset, set the earliest. That way it'll say, give me what you have, which is most recent, not everything that's in the cache. And now we're also going to add data. We're going to want to monitor TCP port 5000. You can set any port number you want, just make sure it's not in use. Click Next. Select the source type. Start typing. Smart connector becomes available. App context. We want to switch this several. So we can put this right inside our ArcSight integrator, or we can apply this to searching and reporting. Use this one for searching and reporting, so everything stays uniform. Again, we want this to go to our ArcSight index. Review. Looks good. Submit. Now we can start searching. Remember, we've already configured our Kafka cluster. So, nothing's found there, that's fine. To be said. But go to our search and reporting, skip, because we've actually done this before. No events have come in yet because our Kafka cluster has yet to resend the next partition. So, while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and configure one of our connectors. And I like to pick on this guy because he's the noisiest of them all. Maybe our Splunk instance has come back yet? What do you know? There it is. All in a matter of minutes, we're starting to pull in events from our Kafka cluster. Perfectly normalized, perfectly aligned to set, just as things should be. But remember, we still want to configure that smart connector. So go ahead and add the destination, create new, ceph syslog. We want to send it to Splunk, port 5000, STCP, version 1.0, because IPv6 exists in my network. Click Next. Please wait as the connector is coming online. There we go. That's because the connector is restarting. It's perfectly fine. But let's take a gander as to what we've accomplished so far. So right now we're ingesting events from Kafka from our EBSEF topic. You see that's coming from the value that we decided for the ArcSight data platform. It's all coming from our event broker host. All of our field names are now properly aligned to Ceph. We have base event counts for our aggregated events, as well as some Splunk particular fields that you may see in there. Which is actually nice because now we have the best of both worlds. So let's see if our connectors come back. Maybe, maybe not yet. Usually takes a few moments, and that's okay. So in this event source, we're aggregating our events at 30 events, 30 seconds, or 300 events. Now, while this is still coming back online, wait and see to what that number is going to be, but I have a feeling it's going to be considerably higher. Still starting out, don't worry. Takes more longer for refresh to occur, but the events have already been done and sent. As we can see here, we now have two different source types, both Smart Connector and Kafka. So in a matter of a few moments, I was able to configure Splunk after installing it to consume events from ArcSight. Everything's properly parsed, properly captured, and makes it exceptionally useful. So now, my topology, as you can see here, here's a great example of aggregation settings applied and then not applied. 228 EPS versus 22. Aggregation unaggregated. Not too shabby. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it useful. Thank you, and bye-bye.